I wanted to make this video about the PGYTECH landing gear extension for DJI Mavic Mini 3 Pro. Now, I use these extensions and they generally work well. They are foldable, but the problem is because of their width, you can't fit them in the case. So when I was launching the drone, like at my house or somewhere close by where I could carry it without bag, I would use this. Now, you obviously don't have to use the gear extension. You can just do hand launch and hand landing, but sometimes it's just not convenient. You need to do something with the remote or with your phone, and you want to set the drone down. So I was really looking for some kind of gear extension that would be foldable, would fit into the bag with the drone without having me to take it off every time. So I saw this on B&H photo video, and I think Amazon has it too, but it's out of stock. It's like $12, $12.50 I think on BH video website. But I was able to find it actually on eBay, slightly more expensive. I think I paid $17 for it, and I couldn't find any review videos on YouTube or internet, and the pictures from PGYTECH itself wasn't descriptive enough. I couldn't figure out how is it exactly attached. I thought maybe you have to, this central middle part, you have to attach it with the self sticky or something, as well as it didn't show exactly how it folds and what it looks like unfolded. So that's what I wanted to show quickly for anybody who wants to make a decision whether to buy it or not. So here's my drone. You take the propeller guards. So I'll unfold the propellers. All right, so here we go. Now, let's take a look at landing gear. Comes in a little nice box. All the manuals, and there it is, just packed in the box. Yep, no stickers on the back. This is the middle landing gear, and these are the legs. Yep. Looks like they unfold a bit tight, but click very nice and firm into place. All right, so let's see. So the central gear attaches to these air intakes. You right there, you click it in. There are little two tabs on the sides. You click it in, and then you just you push down. It clicks in, holds rock solid. All right, and then obviously you can unfold them like that. It looks very good. It almost looks like it was made like that at the factory. And here's what they look like folded. All right, now interesting part, the side ones. So this one goes on one leg, and I actually tried it before. The fit, this is the leg, and this is how it attaches. And that cutout in the middle, it's very tight. So it is pretty hard to put it on. gotta use some significant force, which does not really. All right, so maybe if I put this one on first. Nope. So you gotta. Oh, there we go. You gotta fiddle with it quite a bit to put it on, but once it's on, yeah, there is no coming out or coming off. And this is how it unfolds and folds. Right, so we'll put the second one in. Also probably should hold by the propeller arm, not to bend it. Push it in. Second time, much easier. All right, so this is the landing gear fully folded. You can't fold it anymore. Right, this one is folded, the top one is folded. Now, if we unfold it, like that, this one, like that, and bottom one clicks in place, very solid, stays very solid, and that's what it looks like. Raised pretty nicely, high above the ground. The gimbal is off the ground, I would say solid 2 inches. All right, now the big question, and here are the two parts that not necessarily I don't like about it, but that caused me immediately to think about whether I'm gonna keep them or not. So let's see how it folds. And how it's for transportation to fit it in my bag, because remember that it's pretty hard to put it on, so it's not as easy as this one where you just snap it on, click, and you can easily put it on and remove it. So this is folded. Now let's fold the drone and see how it looks in folded state, because that was the part that I couldn't figure out from the pictures mostly. How does it fold and how it looks folded. All right, and the legs go in, and now we can see the first problem. The problem is it's folded, and here you can see them protruding. This is sort of protruding from this side, so it sticks out a little bit more than without them. On this side, it looks like they fit in with the general thickness of the drone, so it shouldn't be a problem. Now, here, where you usually would fold the propellers kind of diagonally, you can't do it now because these legs interfere with propellers. So in the little manual that is in the box, they actually show that folded propellers should stay. Let me find the page between Chinese and English. All right, and yep, here's the picture where they show that propellers stay horizontally under the drone. So just like so. All right. So you kind of fold them like that. Not the safest way, but that does stay in. However, of course, now my propeller guard that I was using like this is yeah, a propeller guard. Of course, now it's useless because the propellers don't go under it. So that's my kind of gripe number one. And I'm not sure what can be done with it with this design because there is nowhere else for propellers to go. And you can't unfold them because then nope, propellers do not fit in. So they keep them folded like that. All right, so now the question is, let me just put my upper propeller guard on top so they don't flop around at least. Forgot which way it goes on. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, the other way around. So on propeller guard, propellers are in place. I really like these plastic guards instead of these straps because they don't damage the propellers. They don't bend them. They don't put any stress on them. So now the question is with the bottom propellers. And another question is obviously is whether it's gonna fit in my bag. Now I have the bag that has a shaped, let me take my registration cards out. So I have the styrofoam, has a exact cutout for the drone. And if I try to put in, nope, it does not fit, as you can see. See these thick parts, this one and the one on the top, it does not fit into the cutout. But it doesn't fit ever so slightly. It looks like if I do the literally maybe quarter of an inch of cutout on each side, it would fit in. So if I know there are bags where the cutout is not precise, it's just like a little compartment of roughly rectangular shape, that would fit in. And of course, gotta decide what to do with the propellers. Maybe, yeah, yep, it flops around. Maybe there needs to be some kind of a bracket. I don't know, that catches on to the gear, kind of like this, that would hold it together without them flopping on. But other than that, that's the only gripe I have. The gear extension it's rock solid. It looks very good on the drone. You can't really, if I was given it, I would never be able to tell that it's not or original, that it's an OEM accessory. And it doesn't, well, obviously it does add some weight to it. So you will be above 249, but I don't know, for $3 you can just register it and not to worry about the weight limitation. All right, so yep, it unfolds. Yeah, gotta be careful how you unfold so the propellers don't stick. This arm, and as I said, you even have even if you don't unfold it, you have a little bit, they are raised above the ground. So the drone sits a little bit higher, but not by much. So yep, would need to raise it. Just like that. Yep, very solid. No wobbling. Looks very good. So this is it for those who wanted to decide whether, again, to look into buying. As I said, I got mine on eBay for like 17 bucks, and they were delivered not from China on a slow boat, but came from, I guess somebody already had it in North Carolina. Took about 3 days. It was like $17. I like them. I think generally they fit. I think I'm gonna end up modifying my bag a little bit, just making a little bit of cutout in my styrofoam. But to have this accessory permanently attached doesn't block my drone registration sticker. Overall, very nice. And another shout out I wanted to give is, and it's not a promotion, I was just amazed that somebody came up with, I'm recording this video with this little wireless microphone. There's the packaging from a Drone Valley. It really is amazing. I thought the price would be somewhere around $75 to $100 because it has the charging case, it has the space for the receiver. It's a USB-C receiver, which is currently plugged into my computer, and I'm using this lapel mic. That sounds really good. I'm sitting right next to a little fountain in my yard, and you can't hear anything. It's a little bit windy. There is no sound distortion. And generally what they sell this thing for is to record audio on your drone, because you can plug it in, USB-C port, you can plug into remote controller and then do screen recording. I know it's a little bit complicated, but till DJI implements other way, we'll have to do it like that. But yeah, you do screen recording with the mic plugged in, and then you fly the drone, and then you can either just use that video, or well, I guess wouldn't be convenient to use that video because it has all the data on the screen superimposed. But then you can, if you do editing, you can take the audio part of the file from that screen recording, which is stored in the movie folder, and then put it together with your video file. Very nice, very good sound. Oh, I forgot to mention. So I thought the price was $75 to $100. This thing is 40 bucks. $40. Again, it's free shipping, and again, I'm not promoting it, but the guys who do a good job, I don't know how they were able to do it, because that looks, that storage case, there's a USB-C charging port, and that port in that receiver port that you plug into either remote or the computer. It has a pass-through, so I can actually put in my power adapter in there as well. It uses it as a pass-through, and it recognizes the microphone as the USB microphone. Very nicely done, Drone Valley. And that's it. I hope I answered some of the questions again for those who are trying to decide whether to buy the PGYTECH landing gear extensions for DJI Mini 3 Pro. Thank you, guys.